New OpenAI Codex update is insane. You are falling behind right now. While you are reading this, developers are shipping features in hours that used to take days. They are not smarter than you. They are not working harder. They found a tool that does the heavy lifting for them. And if you are not using it, you are wasting your most valuable resource: time. That tool is OpenAI Codex, and the latest update just changed everything. Hey, I am Skylar, your AI educator. I help people learn and implement AI tools so they can work smarter, not harder. Subscribe if that sounds useful. We cover this every week. Today, we are breaking down the biggest updates to OpenAI Codex right now. Sub-agents, a new desktop app, a new model family, and where this is all heading. Let us get into it. What is OpenAI Codex? OpenAI launched Codex as a cloud-based software engineering agent in April 2025. It can write features, fix bugs, answer questions about your codebase, and propose pull requests for review. Each task runs in its own cloud sandbox with your repository already loaded in. It started with Pro, Business, and Enterprise users, then expanded to Plus users by June 2025. The original version let you fire off multiple tasks at once and let Codex work in the background. But OpenAI has been shipping update after update, and what Codex looks like today is almost unrecognizable from where it started. The model family. When Codex launched, it ran on Codex 1, a version of OpenAI's O3 model, trained specifically for software engineering, using reinforcement learning on real-world coding tasks. Then GPT 5.2 Codex dropped in December 2025, bringing context compaction for long sessions and better performance on large code changes like refactors. Then, in February 2026, GPT 5.3 Codex arrived. 25% faster, combining frontier coding with stronger reasoning. Here is the wild part. The Codex team used early versions of GPT 5.3 Codex to help build itself. It managed its own deployment, diagnosed test results, and evaluated its own training. The model literally helped create itself. And most recently, GPT 5.4 Mini landed in March 2026. 400,000 token context window, more than 2 times faster than GPT-5 Mini, and uses only 30% of the included limits compared to the full model. Perfect for lighter tasks and for running sub-agents, which brings us to the big one: how sub-agents work. Instead of one AI working through a task from start to finish, Codex can now spawn multiple specialized agents and run them in parallel. Each handles its own piece of work. Then Codex collects all the results and gives you one consolidated response. Here is a real example straight from the official docs. Say you want to review a pull request. You tell Codex to spawn one agent per review point, checking security, code quality, bugs, race conditions, testability, and maintainability all at the same time, then summarize everything. What would take a developer a long time to work through carefully now happens in parallel. You can also define custom agents with different model configurations and instructions: one fast, lightweight agent for code-based exploration, a more powerful one for complex logic, and Codex only spawns sub-agents when you explicitly ask it to. It will not do this automatically. I will be honest, when I first started digging into this, I felt overwhelmed. That is when I found a community called AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 members focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It helped me figure out which workflows save time versus which ones just look impressive. Real use cases, practical implementations. If you are serious about this, link is in the description. The context window problem. Solved. When you ask AI to work on a large project, it can run into context pollution or context rot. As the conversation grows, the model starts losing track of earlier information and performance degrades. You have probably felt this yourself. Sub-agents fix this because each agent gets a clean, focused context for its specific job. No one model trying to hold everything at once. On top of that, GPT 5.2 Codex introduced context compaction for longer sessions, and the newer Codex Spark model, in research preview for pro users right now, reduces time to first token by 50% and generates over 1,000 tokens per second. So you have 2 modes: long horizon autonomous work for big complex projects, and near instant real-time collaboration for fast iteration. The desktop app. In February 2026, OpenAI launched the Codex desktop app for macOS. Windows followed on March 4, 2026. The app is a command center for managing multiple agents at once. Each agent runs in its own thread organized by project. You can switch between tasks without losing context, review diffs inline, comment on changes, and open code directly in your editor. It passed 1 million downloads in the first week on Mac. Over 500,000 developers were already on the Windows waitlist before it even launched. There is also a skills system that extends Codex beyond just writing code. Pull designs from Figma and convert them to production-ready UI. Manage projects in Linear, deploy to Cloudflare, Netlify, Render, or Versal. And you can pair skills with automations to run recurring tasks in the background automatically. CLI, IDE, and Access. The Codex CLI is open source and runs in your terminal. You can now attach images like screenshots and wireframes directly in the CLI to give the agent visual context. Codex tracks its own progress with a to-do list on complex tasks, so you always know what it is doing. There is a VS Code extension, and Codex is now available with a GitHub Copilot Pro Plus subscription, so if you already pay for that, you may not need a separate OpenAI account. The approval system has 3 levels: read-only with explicit approvals, auto mode with workspace access but requiring approval outside it, and full access mode for network-level commands. You are always in control of what the agent can touch. What is coming next? OpenAI is building cloud-based automations. Right now, you trigger Codex tasks manually. The plan is for it to run in the background on cloud triggers. Think automatic checks every time a pull request opens, nightly audits, automatic responses to project issues, even when your computer is off. And the biggest move of all. As of March 19, 2026, OpenAI confirmed it is merging ChatGPT, Codex, and its browser Atlas into one unified desktop super app. Research in ChatGPT, Atlas browses and pulls sources. Codex turns it into code or documentation, all in one window with shared context the whole way through. The gap between thinking and building is closing fast. The people who know how to direct these tools, structure tasks, and build reliable workflows are going to have a serious advantage. Wrapping up Codex has gone from a basic cloud coding assistant to a full multi-agent platform, sub-agents working in parallel, a desktop app on Mac and Windows, a model family purpose-built for long and fast work, CLI and IDE integration, and a roadmap pointing toward background automations and a unified super app. The shift from AI as a single assistant to AI as a coordinated team is happening right now. Your job is not to replace yourself with it. It is to learn how to direct it well. If you want to go deeper on AI tools and actually implement them, check out AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people sharing what is working, what is not, and which tools are worth your time. No hype, just real practical guidance. Link in description. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You will get all the video notes plus access to our community of 58,000 members who are crushing it with AI. Drop a like if this helped. It genuinely gets this in front of more people. Subscribe for more. See you in the next one.